I still don't know how to make an intro, so we might as well just cut to the chase here. Now it's, 4 in the morning. I I couldn't sleep again. I was in a Discord call with a friend of mine, and we were, kind of chilling, and I was playing a game, he was playing another game, and suddenly he felt the need, to share something kind of personal, which obviously I won't spoil to the world in a video, right? But that would be funny though. And he felt he was in the need, to share something that he was feeling. Anyway, so yeah, my friend, we were talking about this, and then he told me, I'm I'm basically, I'll sum it all up. I'll be summing it all up. How do you guys say that? I'll summarize everything. I'll summarize everything. That looks like, a robot English, man. I don't think people talk like that in a day to day basis, right? Um, but fret not. I'm about to summarize everything for you, and I don't think people talk like that. But he basically told me, that sometimes in his life he cannot seem to, put his mind into doing something really. Even if he really needs to do it, even if it's something that would be good to him, he can't seem to go towards it. I mean, he pretty much said everything I'm talking about at this channel, right? He just straight up decided to, on a random Sunday, he decided it's already Sunday. Oh my god, man! I gotta work tomorrow. Ugh. Anyway, on a random weekend, he just, said to me that I'm not alone and all of that. There's people that actually feel this way, and it's interesting the fact that he told me when he was, we were going back and forth about it. I was going like, yeah, man, I feel exactly like that. In my whole life, I always felt like that. And he was telling me, yeah, man, I do feel like this sometimes. When it comes to this and that, and doing this and doing that, and I was relating to everything he said, and I told things that he related to as well. And then, man, he told me that he met people that were exactly like this before. He had friends that had the same issue to some degree. And, that was food for thought. That, I'll get it. That was food for thought. Whoa, 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 wait a minute, bro. I was kind of smooth with it, man. Come on, bro. What is this, man? Am I, am I fluent? Am I native or something, right? Okay. Anyway, it was food for thought when he told me that he met people before that had felt like this. Because I have this other friend of mine that, pretty much all his life he was something like that. He felt something like that. He wanted to do so much things, and he couldn't put his mind into doing anything at all. But now he kind of changed. I feel like he changed because he was a pretty introvert guy, and he was the shyest person I've ever met. I don't know if shyest is even a thing in English, but yeah, man, he was just so shy, and he went to work in a clothing store in which he would have to, sell clothes to people. Right, he would have, to talk to people. He was a seller, right? So you deal with people. Selling is about people. And I was like, yo, man, I wonder if he will either crash out, or he will, just straight up get better, and he got better. Believe it or not, he got better, and it did wonders, for his shy version, right? He's not that shy anymore, man. He actually does some pretty decent talking, man. It's great to see. And this job gave him purpose. And I would say purpose in a way that he no longer feels that he's wasting his life, right? Because he's finally doing something that he feels like he can do. He can manage that. In opposite of where when he was unemployed, because he always wanted to work out, he wanted to study and do other things. He went to college, he graduated in something that he didn't even like in the first place, and he only had the guts to admit to himself that he didn't like what he was graduating at, when he was basically done with college, when he was already graduating, so he couldn't step out. And yeah, man, he was like that, and I don't think he is totally like that anymore. I think job gave him pretty much what he needed, right? That was, to feel like he could manage something, and he's doing pretty well. And what I noticed too is that people got this thing in different degrees, right? Because that friend of mine, the first one that started all of this train of thought, he says that he can manage college just fine, and he actually likes going to college. But there's some things in his day-to-day basis that he just feels like he can't chase, things that he can't go towards. He can, he can't put his mind to doing these things. But college he manages to just fine. And the thing with me, man, it's that I feel this way, but it's basically for everything in my life, everything. To recording a video, to going to sleep. It's 4 in the morning, man. I didn't really want to go to sleep, bro. I really wanted to go to sleep. If you ask me, I wanted to go to sleep. I want to sleep. I wanted to be sleeping right now, but I couldn't do it because I'm so hyperactive, and sleeping sucks. Except from when you're really tired, sleeping sucks, and I don't feel tired at all. Even though I am. I don't feel like it, but I am. So anyway, I'm getting side fucking tracked here. So I feel this for everything, man. It sucks for me. It's twice as hard for me to just do anything, because what's happening to the camera, bro? Is everything good? Are we okay? Anyway, and yeah, man, I feel like I honestly don't know, man. Anyway, I love drinking water when I'm thirsty. Because when I'm not, guess what? I'm not drinking any water. If I'm not dying of thirst, I'm not drinking any water, man. Because that would mean stopping what I'm currently doing, which is probably playing or doing anything at all, and going to the fridge and taking what's the name of that shit, man? Bottle, right? The bottle, man. I know this word, man. It's just anyway. So yeah, man, I gotta go to the kitchen, and I gotta open a fridge, and I gotta take the bottle, and then I gotta take the cup, and then I gotta open the bottle, and wait for it to fill, and then I'm drinking it. Okay, I'm finally drinking it, man. I finally got to drink it, and then I need more water because I'm basically dehydrating at this point, and oh no, the bottle is empty, so I gotta fill that shit, and then I gotta fill the cup, and then I gotta put it in the fridge again, and I'm like, oh my god, man, why I feel like this. Why is that my train of thought? Right? Why is that my train of thought, man? Why am I, torturing myself with everything in life? I'm torturing myself over taking a bath to go to work. Torturing myself over going to the kitchen to drink water, or going to the kitchen to make something to eat, right? I'm torturing myself over it all, and it's not even happening, man. I'm here. I'm here. I'm sitting here, but I'm thinking about, oh my fucking god, man. There's nothing ready at that for me to eat, So I'll have to, look for something in the fridge and take it out of the fridge, and I will have to, uh, prepare everything. I gotta cook, and man, that takes so much fucking long. And I want to go to the eating step, but I got no patience to do so, and so I'm just end up doing nothing. End up doing nothing. So I don't eat, I don't drink, I don't do anything at all, and I can't control myself. It feels like I can control myself. I can't escape this vortex, this loop. And that's the thing about hyperactivity. But what we're talking about here, actually, that actually was my friend's issue. That my friend's issue is that, and it's my issue as well. Is that sometimes you just feel like you can't control yourself really, and you can force yourself into doing some chores or tasks or anything at all, really, like homework, like taking care of yourself, because there's some extra steps over there. To me, now I'm talking about me. Everything that involves extra steps tires my brain. I get stressed just to think about the extra steps, And I actually, that made me. I've been thinking about this, and I've came to the conclusion that I read somewhere that this was called, I think, executive disorder, right? Dysfunction. I got it. Executive dysfunction. You think about what you have to do, and then you take steps to actually achieving or doing or completing the task, right? Think about going to drink water, and then you go and drink it. Anyway, I don't know shit about what I was saying, but it was just some rapid search that I did, and actually executive, when I put that on my screen right now. Some examples of executive dysfunction are focusing too much on one thing, on just one thing. I don't know exactly how that would be. Anyway, being easily distractible, which I am. Daydreaming or spacing out when you shouldn't be. I don't think I am able to do this because, everything is hammering my head at the same time, so I don't usually daydream or space out. Struggling to switch between tasks. I don't know about that. Problems with impulse control, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. You gotta add that to my tab, bro, because I'm guilty of that sin. I'm 100-fold guilty for that sin, bro. Trouble starting difficult or boring tasks. Yes, that's me. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. That's fucking me. Alright. Pause. But anyway, that's not really a personal failure, right? It's a fucking neurological thing. So I'm not really lazy or dumb, even though I act lazy and dumb. And yeah, we were talking about this, and to know that there's more people than me. I mean, of course, I always knew I wasn't alone in this. 8 billion is a lot. 8 billion is a fucking lot if you ask me. So yeah, I always knew that there were other people, but to hear it in front of me and that close to me, that was crazy. That was a That was a hell of an experience, really. It was like hearing myself. That was crazy. That was crazy. And it kind of gave me some fuel to chase answers, right? It gave me some fuel. Now I want some answers. So yeah. But anyway. Yeah, man, I didn't really want it to end the video like that. I don't know, man. I don't know what I really wanted to do all of that. I think I just wanted to, say what I was thinking and what I was feeling and what I was feeling. So yeah. That's really about it. I sure hope the next video is better. Oh, and I like the executive function to not fall for everything over again. So yeah, I downloaded League of Legends again, and I'm playing.